What is up, my Transformers family? Welcome to George Reviews. Let's get straight to it. This is Optimus Prime in this packaging. This is a Hasbro Takara Tomy collaboration or shared product. This is C-01 Transformers Missing Link Optimus Prime. Authentic Takara Tomy product as sold in Japan. Ages 15 and up. We got Takara. We have Hasbro right there. I believe this is just the shipper. Side of the box has more of the same. Back of the box continues with a barcode right there. Let's get Optimus open and take a look. There we go. We have the Japanese style Generation 1 packaging for Optimus slash Convoy. And damn, how glorious is that? We have some reimagined artwork. Optimus Prime is pulling off the pose he used in Transformers, the movie from 1986 when he transformed and blasted off. Besides the artwork right here, they did their best to recapture the Generation 1 box. It even has styrofoam. There's an image of the toy. There down here we have C-01. I believe this is Convoy or Optimus Prime. He was known as Convoy in Japan. I believe this is 40th anniversary. Side panel, we've seen this image in promos. The back of the box has the battle scene from the 1984 wave of Transformers. We have a text spec down here that I cannot read without a translator. Images of the toy, again, faithful recreation. Oh, the side panel, we have the Energy X right here. We didn't have the Energy X in the original toy, but very faithful recreation of the box. I am going to hold on to this box. I'm going to try to keep it pristine. It is very pristine. And let's get this box open. See what we have. We have robot points right here. A little bit of instruction, I believe. Slide it out. It's packed in here tight. I don't want to damage the box sliding out the styrofoam, polystyrene, and I can't get it out. There we go. All right, got it to slide. Maybe there's too much pressure in there. It's creating a vacuum, sliding out the other way. And here it is back for the first time in 40 years. Is the styrofoam. All right, everybody, do it with me. That new toy smell. You can smell the plastic and the styrofoam through the camera. Look at the chrome on the wheels glistening. A brand new, pristine Optimus Prime. And you all know I am a sucker for another Optimus Prime. The back of the styrofoam, we have C-01 right there. And it's completely filled in styrofoam. It's not that hollowed out mess like the KOs. Oh, that is so awesome. Let's see what else is in the box. Do we get instructions and sticker sheet? And there's nothing further in the box, fam. And we get a decoder. Oh, they brought back the decoder. I don't think any reissue has ever come with the decoder that I can think of. And normally I like to keep this stuff pristine, but we're going into this. We're going to check it out. See what's going on. That new sticker sheet smell. The decoder in this thing is thick. I don't know if it's like this in Japan, but I tell you, it's thicker than my vintage Generation 1 decoders. We get a card for Convoy, Cybertron. The Autobots were known as Cybertron and Decepticons were known as Destrons. Flipping the card over is Optimus Prime, and I don't know what that says, but I bet you it's something cool. We have instructions. We will not need these. We should, I mean, they added new features and everything is contained within Optimus Prime cap, such as the fist, things like that, but we won't need this. But we do want to check it out since this is the first time we've gotten an articulated Optimus Prime. Let me turn it over. Hope I don't have too much light on that. See if we can get it all in. Show you how to attach the trailer. There's some transformation going on from truck to robot right there. And also, they show you how to use the text spec book. I can't read it. Then we have what looks like a mail-away pamphlet. More Than Meets the Eye, Takara Tomy. Oh, I'm so excited for what could possibly be in here. No, it's actually Optimus Prime and some promo. I was hoping to see a list of Transformers to come from this line. Yeah, it's an in-color instruction on what to do. They could have just left it at this. Some old promotional art of Megatron, Soundwave, Laserbeak. We even got, what's that? Some Diaclone, Constructicons, Long Haul, Mirage, Optimus Hound. The car that went on to become Red Alert. Shows us Optimus Prime. Shows us the two different versions that you can get. Obviously, I have the one with the trailer. I didn't want to be greedy and get both, but I might go back and get the single figure. And right here it has 1985. It says 1985 because Takara took a second to stop making Diaclone and switch over fully to Transformers in Japan. But they did it. We have it. And we have the sticker sheet. And this is the matted sticker sheet. It is not shiny at all. But it's a faithful recreation to the Generation 1 sticker sheet without the shine. And so let's get started. Let's get Optimus Prime out and go from there. Okay, let's get Optimus out. I am like so nervous. I don't want to fumble the toy or the review. I shouldn't be. I've had hands on so many Optimus Primes. Let's check out his gun first. This is a recreation. I say recreation of, because it's not like a reprinting of the same gun. It looks like the bloated gun, but they've changed the handle so he can hold it at either one in his hand properly and not cocked to the side. And also, the vintage original Japanese rifle has a slight curve to it, like a slight bend. They've corrected that, and it's a little bit more matte to the plastic. Looks good. Can't wait to take a look at it in his hand. Next up, we're going to get Roller out. And I don't understand. Oh, it has a feature. Oh, my goodness. I know I probably should wait, but let's see what it can do. I see the light. You can flip it over to look like the cartoon. That is so cool. But what I was going to say is they keep making a plastic and then painting it with silver on all their reissues instead of just casting it in gray plastic. That sort of bugs me a little bit. What fell out here? We have the holes and nozzle, the gas hole. If you know it's a welding gun. But Hasbro calls it a gas hose and nozzle and pump. And that's what it is today. Right here we have the wheels for the buggy. We're going to get those on. We have Optimus Prime missiles on a tree. And because this is a Japan release, I'm counting on these things firing and firing hard. We have his Energy Axe. How cool is that? It's totally redesigned from previous reissues. It is cartoon accurate. It has a little point at the top, but I'll focus on that a bit more later. It's done in translucent plastic. And it has a little compartment to open up and slide on his fist. So cool. Then we have the Matrix. Done in gold. Even though the Matrix wasn't all gold, but it's still cool. They've done Matrices before. I think this is a new mold. Has a little bit more detailing on it. Hollowed out in the back. Those cheap bastards. It's hollowed out in the back. They could have went with a translucent crystal if they were going to do that. It has a blue metallic paint job on the front for the crystal. Looks really good. Now, for the big man himself, the vintage used to have some holes where we got one hole. Let's see if I can poke him out. Wait, he's going to slide out on his own. He's not packed in there really tight. Let me tip him. I thought he was going to slide out on his own. There we go.
Let's get him up on his wheels. Ready? Left. Careful. Easy. Easy. Good.
He has a bit of plastic under him. Man, it is so well protected. Let's take a look. Since he's in truck mode, let's see how he rolls. Rolls very well. Look at this guy shine. Look at those smokestacks and the chrome, the gas tanks, the grill. Oh, it looks fantastic. And I've just noticed the front of the cap where the Matrix goes. There's molded in detail in there. Oh, it looks spectacular. All right, taking a closer look at the front of the cab, we see the biggest difference. The remolded headlights, they don't have the gaping hole to support the fist because the fists are part of the transformation now. See if we can see it. Can't. So yeah, we can see the fist right there. We can see new engineering and tooling underneath. Looks like the legs pegged together. Yeah, I messed it up, but the legs pegged together. Convoy still has all the rivets and molded in detail of the vintage version. It's nearly an exact recreation. Just new tooling to accommodate the new articulation points, but looks very faithful. We even have the rub sign right here. And not working so well. There it is. This pale white. I think it would be working better under these lights, but not quite. There it is. He has Autobot symbols printed on, which is very cool. I believe this is, or is it a sticker? This is printed on too. The striping is printed. That is not a sticker, which is a very nice touch. Don't have to worry about the paint peeling and coming off. Even though they included these stickers in the sticker sheet, let's see what else he has. When you turn them over, he has the molded in detail from the vintage stickers. That is molding, guys. Guess I should be waiting for the robot mode, but that is molded in. Let's check out the tail lights. Same here. This is molded into the figure and painted very well. Oh, he looks great. Trailer. See if I see the differences. It looks like the exact same trailer like this. I believe is this a sticker? Feels like a sticker in here. This feels like a sticker. It looks a lot different than the original vintage one or the reissues. When we flip it over, I think these screws, this is done a little bit different. I don't think this is pronounced in the original that much. We have some stamping, says made in Vietnam, Tommy. We still have Desert Dog on the tires, if I can get that in. Chromed out. Oh, this is just awesome. But they've done something inside the trailer hitch or maybe the port for his feet, because it sticks like never before. You can lift up the figure and him not come out of the little hitch. It's a really tight fit. So there's a whole lot of new engineering. Looks the same, but engineered different. So yeah, let's get to it. See if I can get Optimus transformed. Oh, I'm so excited and nervous at the same time. Look at this. I'm like, what do I... Like, honestly, though, there's so much stuff going on under here. Look at all this. I do not know what to do. But the first thing instinct tells me is to pull the arms out to the side. Do we do that? Slot this back. And pull this out. I see his hand trying to transform. Or it's tucked in there. I could be jacking this up. I don't know. I do not know. What's right there? Oh, look at that. I have no clue if I'm doing this right, but I'm doing it. Look, we're doing it. It feels right, so I'm just going to do it. Get this out of here. And I'm just going to continue to transform the hands. Just rotate this out so I can get it out of the way. Look at that. No parts forming here. Rotate this out. Rotate. Come on, Prime. You can do it. I don't know. Like, these wheels move. All right, let's move the wheels. Like, this is no instructions, everybody. You know how I do it. I'm trying to see how this goes. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. Oh, this separates. It separates. I'm trying to slot this out. I see it. I see it. I don't know how far it separates, but I see it separate. There's some panels going on. Look, it feels like I can pull it, but I don't know. Where do these wheels and tires go? I have no clue. I'm kind of like stuck here. I know the feet fold up. Bam, we got feet. And I know this isn't correct, but I'm so excited. I got to pull the head out right now. I am Optimus Prime. This version has the yellow eyes like the vintage toy. I was expecting blue eyes, but like, I have to get these tires out of the way. Let me take a peek at the box real quick. Instructions. It appears that the wheels just hang out. You know, I guess it gives it more room to articulate. I don't know. Can he kick to the side? I'm afraid to do it. He has done the impossible. I guess I'm getting out of order here. Let me put it back. And this thing is so stiff, I am afraid to break anything. But yeah, he can kick to the side. But these just still hang out right here, just like the vintage. I was expecting the bumper to be able to fold away one time or wrap around or something like that, but I guess not. Because I didn't look too hard at the promo shots. But oh, this is so new and stiff and just gorgeous Optimus Prime. And you could, like, for a second, if you didn't know, you can pose him and he'll look just like the original Optimus. But this is awesome. Look at those fists. And then they're separate color plastic. They open up. They have the port to hold the gun and everything. Oh no, and then wrist hinge, boy. Wrist hinge, wrist rotation. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. Instead of articulation, let's take a look at the figure. We're going to start with Optimus Prime's head. It looks a lot like the vintage Optimus Prime's head. I'm not sure if it's the exact same mold, but the blue is a little bit matted and a little bit brighter than the original Optimus Prime. The silver paint on his forehead is pretty much the same. Looks a little bit bigger. It just can be painted better. The entire mouth plate is painted up to the nose like I was hoping they would do. Looks good, but I was actually hoping they would paint that silver in between the eyes like the cartoon. I don't know if the other version has it. Yellow eyes swinging around the back of his head. So we still have the 4 bolts. Yes, we still do. Or a panel is like sealed off on his head right there. Still have the cavity back there, but you can't see out to the front of the truck. Man, he looks good. He has the Autobot logos as previously mentioned on his shoulders painted on. So is the stripe across the front of the cab. The chromey chrome goodness right there reflecting in your face. We see we can see thrust. And the chrome on the legs. Right here at the knees. You could imagine if this was like an 80s TV show or 80s movie live action, these would be like blinking and pulsating lights. Right here now molded in detail. Still has the rubber tires, and same thing down here where was one stickers is molded in detail. Optimus Prime fist, I guess this is articulation, can now open and close, and his hands can still accommodate his blaster because of the molded in port right there. So let's do Optimus Prime's articulation, and for the first time ever, this segment will not be comical. Optimus Prime head will go for a full 360. And he can't really look up. We can like untransform him and get him to look up a little bit. And he's not gonna look down. But I guess if we open up the chest, Optimus Prime can look down just a little bit. Speaking of open up the chest, I kind of missed it. Here is the inner chest, the holes, the matrix, and that looks fantastic. Third parties have done it for Generation 1 toys, but for the first time ever, look at the molded in detail. For the first time ever, an official Takara Hasbro product has included it, and it is spectacular. Let's get that closed up. And we're going to come to his shoulder articulation. He now has shoulder articulation, and we can get Optimus Prime arm up like this and rotate it. Wow, be careful of that smokestack right there. Oh, that is awesome. And it hinges up and down right here at the cab and at the arm joint. Ooh, that is awesome. Coming down to his elbow, Optimus Prime elbow goes for a 360, and we get a bend out of it, just 90. This articulation is nothing new, but it ratchets like it's new. I believe it's engineered differently because you can see the spring on the vintage toy. And again, I will bring it out. We're going to check it out. Coming down to his hands, we get a full 360. The vintage did it because it was pegged in. And we have now finger articulation. Let's take a look at his little stompy fingers. You can see his little stompy thumb. He has just the entire molded paw right there on the hinge. And it can move in and out. He could backhand Megatron, which is so awesome. He has a midsection articulation. Let's see if I can activate it. Do I open up the door or something to get it rolling? I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know he articulates up here now. There we go. I had to snap it loose. I was a little bit afraid. Didn't want to break it, but look at that. Optimus Prime can now bend over just a bit. This is Optimus Prime like, where's my contacts? Where is it? Bumblebee, help me out. That is so cool. What would have been so awesome? Oh, feels very stiff putting it back. I don't know if I got to open up the chest to put it back. It's just really stiff. It's been so cool. Let's get this up. Let's see if I'm doing it right. He has waist articulation, everybody. I don't know if I'm doing it right, if I got clearance on these tires or what. But Optimus has... Oh, here's a limit. Wait, no. Get these out of the way. Come on. Again, I don't know if I'm doing this correctly, but maybe this might be all it can do. I don't know. I don't want to break it in the review, but he has waist articulation for the first time ever on a Generation 1 body. How awesome is that? Coming down to his legs. Let's see. He could always kick back like this in the original Generation 1, but now let's see what... he could do the wee. That is so cool. This is unreal. My 10-year-old self is geeking out. Let's check out to the sides. Look at Optimus Prime. Can he do a full split? Ladies and gentlemen, Optimus Prime on the dismount. Almost a full split. Look at that. Obviously, he always had knee articulation. The knee, now he can get it up to the front and get the launch. I just got a mess. Optimus Prime is just coming apart everywhere. Look at that. Let's see if it swivels. Does it? Oh, he swivels at the chrome upper thigh right there. Are you kidding me? Knee bend and swivel. Oh, they put a lot into this Optimus coming down to his foot. And see, look at these guys. He could get a wide stance and keep his toes because he has toe articulation or foot articulation. Look at that, side to side. You can go to the back, well, not too far to the back. What about further forward? Will it come up? Oh, yes, and it did it. I thought I was going to break it, but no, it did. Because it feels so much like the vintage toy. Your mind tells you do not push it that far. But you got to push it to get the articulation out of it. Look at that. It is incredible. Just incredible. Oh. All right, I may have missed some articulation. I'm sure somebody's going to let me know, but I do not want to break it my first time out. You saw I just unboxed it. I did not take time to play with this thing. I did not go off camera or anything like that, even though the editing may look spotty. But yeah, I don't want to break it. So if there's more articulation, I'll play with it a little bit later and I'll find out. So let's get Optimus Prime armed up and go from there. Let's go start with what is old but new, his laser rifle right here. And we took a look at it when I unboxed it. Let's get it in his hand. Before he had to hold it right here, cocked to the side. And then like on an original commercial, the kids was playing with it like this, and he was like shooting the Autobot over there. Oh, Jazz, I'm so sorry. But now he can hold it. I actually modified one of my vintage when I bought an extra one. And now he can hold it and he can just let them have it. Megatron, your ass is grass. Finally, he could just hold it, cock it in the air, cock it to the side, and look over here. We could get some poses out of Optimus. Decepticon scum, you're going down. Oh, look, man. You can actually pose a Generation 1 Optimus. Get out of here. You know, let me calm down. Let me calm down. All right, next up, we've gotten this in the reissue before, but this is done a little bit better. Translucent plastic. It's pretty hard. It's pretty rigid. And this cartoon accurate has a little spike on the top right here that a lot of the versions didn't have. I think the most recent Masterpiece MP 44, 36, 44, Optimus Prime has it. So let's get this in Optimus' hands, see how this works. There's a peg right here. I'm pretty sure we're just going to slide it over and close it up. Boom, boom, and yeah, we have it. You destroy everything you touch, Megatron. And oh, so cool. So only way this could be better if they snuck in a little LED. I know it's asking for too much, but that is so cool. Perk, perk. And in case anybody wanted to see it, fits on the equal opposite hand just the same. And let's get this gun in his hand so he can hold everything at one time. Now he can like murder, death, kill Decepticons. Next in this robot mode is the Matrix. I'm not sure if this is, hold on. Okay, I don't think this is die cast. This is plastic. It doesn't feel cold to my touch. And then it's hollow. I think it's the same plastic they used in his chest that they chromed out. And probably the same plastic the smokestacks are made of. Let's get it open and take the Matrix and get it in his chest. And till all are one. It would have been cool if they had included the Matrix prior to the movie, and we just get to the movie and then the Matrix just is like everything and we hadn't seen it. And obviously they knew about it because the movie was in production for like 2 years while the Generation 1 season 1 and 2 was running. They were producing the movie. But oh, that looks gorgeous in there. Let's spin around to the back. Let's see from the back. And yeah, it's just blocked off. You really can't see it. And this was much needed to kind of close that off. I made several jokes about Optimus Prime weak point back here. Bow! It's still kind of open. But you know, it would have been so cool if they made the little pack that appeared on his back on a cartoon. You could just snap it on here. He actually has the holes right here. It could have clipped on for friction right there. That would have been cool, but we didn't get that. Maybe next time around. So I think that is it for Optimus Prime himself. Now to the trailer. And again, this looks like an ordinary trailer, but behold, let's get these out. These look and feel the same. The little stands right here. And the trailer door looks and feels the same. The plastic is a lot lighter. Let's get it open and take a look. I mean, everything looks the same. Let's raise the anti-aircraft gun in a combat deck. Feels and looks the same. So far, so good. And yeah, they could have added a little bit of articulation to this little arm right here. It feels like it has less articulation. And yeah, they could have added a little articulation to this arm right here. Feels like it has less articulation. And yeah, it feels different. I don't know. The radar dish. And look at the plastic on this. This has to be Hasbro. This looks so foggy. It still has the molded in seat in there. Nothing has changed so far. I mean, it feels different. The plastic feels different. They're using a different plastic than I felt on any other reissue so far. And now we come to the missiles. Let's get them off. These look pretty much identical. Nope, there are grooves in it. This looks like some of the reissues that were done, but there are grooves in the missiles. Let's see if we can get them in. I don't know, that spring didn't feel strong. And let's see if we can fire. Check out the intensity. Not much there. Alright, but we got short firing missiles from the United States production of Optimus Prime. I'm expecting it to be stronger, but new. Then look. Inside, I guess we have to put the stickers in here though, because we only have these down here pre-applied, and I don't know if this is paint. I feel like I can get my fingernail beneath here. I don't want to put it to the test, but these colors are very bright and vibrant. Let's get Optimus Prime over here in the repair bay for right now. And here we have our roller. Kind of spoiled it with the light, but I saw the light and had to go for it. Let's get the tires off. They're all the wheels on the buggy. And that even feels different. They changed something right here on the post that takes the tires right there. You can see it, you can hear it snap on very hard. Also, you can see the paint fly when I push down on it. And one more for the moon buggy. Here is the rover. There is roller. And even on my glass surface, you can see all the tires just buzzing by. It looks 100% faithful to the Generation 1 original buggy as far as the mold design. But it's got the silver paint on it. I don't know what's up with that. Could have just gave me gray plastic. But if, oh, and it even has a port. Is this for the gun? Is it Optimus Prime? Give it up. Let's see if the gun ports into here. And indeed it does. Let's get it down, see how he rolls with the gun. Now he can carry the gun. They've done this with like the Masterpiece version, and a few of the third-party people have done it, but now it's official from Takara Hasbro, and he can roll around. Wait. Let's get this out of here and get to the coolest feature, though. Rotate this around and you get the little beeping light. It doesn't beep and doesn't light up. But you get the little light from the Generation 1 cartoon. It is translucent red plastic. And the coolest thing about this is, I don't see any other translucent red plastic. A lot of time these companies will not cough up a separate paint app or plastic production piece unless it's used in multiple places in the toy. But here we have it. Looks like this whole little piece is that translucent plastic and spray painted over. And that is so cool. Now for Missing Links Optimus Prime's trailer. Last feature, I missed it throughout the review. Kind of forgot about it. But the entire anti-aircraft gun slides out. And you just pull it. There's like a little track right there. And this is why it doesn't eject. Roller. It's a solid piece in the front. I didn't even pay attention to it. But it's meant to roll out. 6 wheels at the bottom. 6 plastic wheels. Not sure how well it's going to roll. But it's meant to slide out and come out and fire. And we're going to close up the trailer because this is from the episode where they first found Jetfire. I can't think of that episode right now. And it rolled out. This is like a one-off feature from a one-off episode where he used it one time. Here it is for the first time ever in the Generation 1 toy. I think they did it in a Masterpiece line. One of the Masterpiece reissues. I can't. Don't give me the line right now. But I'm pretty sure one of MP44 does it. I don't know. And lastly, we have the pump and nozzle and hose. And here is the completed gas pump, hose, and nozzle. looks like most of the standard reissues. They tweaked this over the years as far as reissues, and it's slightly different than the original, but here it is. Now I want to give Convoy the size up and the rundown, and I want to bring out a few different Optimus Primes. I have a lot I could go over, but I want to bring out the ones to make a few points to the changes that they made and some of the differences over the years in reissues of Convoy / Optimus Prime. Okay, got to start somewhere. I'm going to start with the 2018-19 Walmart reissue, the most recent reissue of Optimus Prime. And I want to just take a look, show you the stickers versus the molded in detail. These are like the same stickers. And this is like the shiny version of the stickers I showed you. The sticker sheet that he comes with has the matte finish, and what they done down here as far as the remolding versus the stickers. And this is an adult collector's item, and you can see my stickers are peeling. So this is a much welcome and greatly improved change to the mold on the feet as well, and on the shoulders. This just looks so much better just printed on right there. And as far as height, the new missing link is slightly taller. I think they've done something different. Check out the bumper. The bumper is a solid piece now, and I believe that's completely remolded. They just didn't cut holes in it. I mean, it looks the same because it's meant to mimic the original figure, but I think it's different to my naked eye. That in the color is about the biggest difference I can see, like in the legs and the head. Up next, we have the Takara Collection C-01 Optimus Prime, a Japan exclusive, but you can get it in other places. And he's important because for the first time ever, we got the Energy Mace in a Generation 1 Optimus Prime release, even though it was a reissue. And here are the differences. Now, this thing was so cool when we got it. It was imitated and duplicated and knocked off, but it didn't have like the point in the design from the actual cartoon. And the bubble here looks so much better. This goes over the hand, and this one plugged into the hole, which was still cool. You know, we still got the effect. We got it, but this is done so much better over here. Next up is the 2002 New Year's Special reissue Optimus Prime, also Japan exclusive. He came with a lot of bells and whistles. He has the blue plastic in the chest and the blue eyes, but that's not what we're after. He came with the Matrix of Leadership. I believe this was originally packed with Galvatron's Generation 1 reissue that was done in purple animation color accurate. It is die-cast. It is unpainted. I think the Galvatron version was gold. Anyway, it is die-cast, and it is solid front to back. And let's get this guy's Matrix out. And this is why I have to kind of parade a few different Optimus Primes to get a full comparison, because this thing comes with so much, and you kind of know what I'm going at towards the end of this review. Is it the same mold? It's hard to tell because they're going for the same look and recreating. I don't know if this is the same mold, tweaked up a little bit. I'm really not sure, but one thing is clear, that this is not die-cast. It looks great. I wish they had went with gold around the middle and silver on the handles, but we got what we got. Still looks good. Still appreciate the effort of the gold chromed out plastic. Still looks good. And I didn't show it off earlier, but I'm showing it off now. Optimus Prime can hold the Matrix with 2 hands until all are one. I didn't show it off, but if you wanted to, you can remove the little housing for the Matrix. It just slides right out like that, Matrix and all. And I know you're probably curious, and I'm curious, would it fit into a standard Generation 1 Optimus? Let's check it out. Let's see what happens. And no, it does not. There is a design change. There is a notch right here that helps hold it. It is not present over here. I was really curious because I figured if somebody was parting one out, I can get this for another version, but you cannot put it into a standard Generation 1 release. Now, you know. Next, I want to show some trailer differences, and I'm going to start with a reissue. This is a reissue of the collection, 01 collection book style Energy X Optimus Prime. I got them over here to kind of designate it, and you can see the differences in the gray plastic. And I want to note that when I was connecting the missing link Optimus Prime to his trailer, I could feel the difference, and it's because there is a difference. They have this whole part remolded, and the screw holes come out, and it's this entire black plastic piece. And on most reissues, in the vintage one, is sunk in here. I don't know why they made that change to it. Turning them to the side, you can see the more recent release, they did some hollowing to save a little bit of plastic, and I guess every bit counts or whatever. Turning it around to the front of the trailer, clearly see the color differences, the port differences. The ports on the missing link, even on roller, have a hexagon design. Over here is just a straight up round where you can store the weapons. Okay, lastly, I had to bring out the original vintage first release of Generation 1 Optimus Prime. But I want to show you that the differences in the grays in the trailer. Just got to swing them around, bring them a little bit closer. The plastic is completely different. This almost looks cartoony. The stickers are completely different. Again, you know, I know I showed the trailer, and the trailer's a trailer, but I had to do the vintage, and we had to go gray versus gray, and you can see like this is painted silver, and this is the same gray plastic as the trailer. And one last thing, the guns. I mentioned it, I've showed the gun difference, but I mentioned that how they rounded things off back in the Generation 1, how it just has like a little bit of a rounding, and this mold is straight cut. This is a brand new mold. It is not the same, even though they recreated the rifle. It is not the same, and again, you can see like this front part started to sag down, but they did a lot of things where they just straight cut the plastic and squared it off, including the head. And this goes for the reissues as well, like the corners on the antennas and the mouth plate, everything just has like a more straight cut, and the vintage one is just a little bit rounded. Hopefully I could just put two pics in side by side so you can see. My camera tells me I have 3 minutes to wrap this up, so I'm gonna get straight to it. I recommend this Optimus Prime over all Generation 1 Optimus Primes. This is the pinnacle of Optimus Prime. Not saying a lot because I love my G1. G1 Optimus Prime is my favorite transforming toy out of all the toys I have and collected, and he's my second favorite toy in history. But now this missing link Convoy Optimus Prime is the best Generation 1 Optimus Prime you can get. He comes with everything. People used to ask me in the past, like when I did videos, like, which Optimus Prime do you recommend? Like, I was thinking about getting a KO, I was thinking about getting this, and for the price and the money. And I used to always recommend the book style Takara collection Optimus Prime, the 01 that came with the Energy Axe first, because he came with the Energy Axe, he came with the larger gun, he came with everything that was inclusive of Optimus Prime that you would need for the figure and fulfill those needs if you never had one as a child. Now this, if you do not own Optimus Prime at all, I would say skip over getting the vintage and go straight for this. The biggest thing is he's right around $100. You got to pay shipping, or some websites a little bit more, but he's right around $100. And when they first reissued Optimus Prime over 20 years ago from Japan, he was right around 90, 99 bucks. So the price hasn't gone up that much, and you get much more engineering. You get a ton of accessories, you get the matrix inclusion, and you get painted on and molded in detail in this figure for right around the same price. So in an economy of continuous inflation, he's kind of held steady in his price. And most of these Optimus Prime figures hold a value over time. So this is the one to get. You get articulation for the first time ever. And it's not just a little bit, it's a lot of articulation. You get for the first time ever in the Generation 1 toy, the anti-aircraft gun coming out of the trailer. You get the roller that has the Generation 1 look, and it has a slight transformation to it to get the light out of it. You just get everything. You get a sticker sheet. If you want that nostalgia, you can apply the stickers. You can still put them in the trailer where it doesn't have them. You get a black and white instruction booklet, and you get a color instruction booklet, even though like I can't read the language, but no parts forming. This is all you need for Optimus Prime. And I still rambled on too long, but I love this figure, and that's all I got for you guys. I want to thank you all for watching another episode of George Reviews. The reviews were every toy.
Quiet! We want to hear a story!
Fam, if you stuck around to the end of the review, I have a little bit of bonus content for you, my hardcore fans. I know people are going to ask me in the comments, and I'm going to answer it right here. People are going to say, 80s Transformers fan, do you think we will get a Megatron in this missing link line? And I say without a doubt, yes. I'm putting my reputation on the line. You can call Cap in the comments. You can call me out. I guarantee within 365 days from this review, we will either have the Megatron or it will be available for pre-order. I don't have any industry insider information. This is just what I know, because this is pretty much Takara. This was released to us through Hasbro. I picked mine up from HasbroPost.com. I pre-ordered it. But if you look at the box, this is a Takara box. Takara Tomy, and I'm looking for the Hasbro. There's no Hasbro. Look at the language. This is all Japanese. I believe it's Japanese. Forgive me if I'm getting it wrong. But this is a straight up Takara release. And I know they partner with Hasbro and they have the joint licensing to most of the Transformers. But just look at it. This is pure Takara. And I think this is done as a clue, because they could have put it in a Generation 1 US or other regional box releases, but it went straight Takara. And I think it's just letting you know that there's more to come. Takara doesn't have Hasbro's hang up on releasing a Megatron. They don't have to deal with the regulations in the United States. They can release it straight to like Big Bad, Entertainment Earth, TF Source, or places like that, and you can get it from there. I know a lot of times they open it up and put like a cork in the barrel, but they've carried Megatron in the past as far as reissues, and I don't see a problem with them carrying it in the future. And because now we have Hasbro Post, they may be able to sell it on their website with like a disclaimer or something like that, or a waiver that you have to sign saying you're an adult collector. I don't know that. I'm just throwing that out there. But I believe on my reputation, we're going to get a Missing Links Megatron, and I believe he's next.